our brother an official burial. Right Honorable Speaker, the Honorable retired Moses Ali demonstrated the kind of determination we all admire when he invested in advancing his studies, even as he carried out his national duties. In 2007, he got a certificate in education in law at the University of Wolverhampton, then joined Makerere University for a Bachelor of Law degree, fulfilling his life-long ambition. He also obtained the postgraduate diploma in legal practice from the Law Development Center and was enrolled as an advocate in 2012. He also attained a master's in intelligence studies from the United States in 2015. Right Honorable Speaker and members, many may not know that the Right Honorable General retired Moses Ali was also an author. He wrote the book entitled Odyssey of the Nubi, from the soldiers of the British Empire to full citizens of Uganda in 2023. This is a lasting legacy for the Nubian community and also for Uganda's history. He will not be forgotten. Right Honorable Speaker, as we are informed by the President this morning, Moses Ali was a freedom fighter and a peacemaker. Despite his difficulties in the recent years, Right Honorable General retired Moses Ali remained committed to his duties. He was a good timekeeper and a decision maker, a timely decision maker. He never complained, whether in public or in private, but carried on like the gentle giant that he was until the Creator called him home. Right Honorable Speaker and members, as we pay tribute, we extend our sincere sympathy
rose to become one of General Idi Amin's most trusted ministers, and later took up arms as a rebel leader before accepting amnesty and returning to national life. General Ali devoted over 5 decades of his life to public service. Throughout that long journey, he served Uganda in various capacities: as a soldier, a member of parliament, a cabinet minister, in several portfolios, first deputy prime minister, second deputy prime minister, and the deputy lead of government business. He remained a central figure in Uganda's public affairs for many years. The late General Moses Ali belonged to a generation of leaders that witnessed and indeed participated in some of the most defining moments in Uganda's history. Through periods of political transition, conflict, reconstruction, and nation building, His longevity in public service also meant that he mentored and worked alongside several generations of leaders. Many members of this House today have differed with him politically, but they undoubtedly learned valuable lessons from his experience, his institutional memory, and understanding of the evolution of our nation. That wealth of experience deserves acknowledgement and respect. Public service is one of the noblest callings. It demands sacrifice, resilience, and commitment. The late Moses Ali answered that call for much of his life, and for that he deserves our respect and gratitude. He belonged to the NRM, and I belong to the National Unity Platform, NUP. But I respected him, even though we differed politically. I didn't even agree with the idea of him running for office again, yet he was unwell and needed to take a break. But I still give him his flowers for the service that he rendered this nation over the years. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, his passing, however, also invites us to reflect on an important national conversation. Death reminds all of us that beyond our different political parties, ideologies, and contests, we are all temporary custodians of public office. None of us is a permanent fixture in this world, and no position or status we hold is everlasting. So while we hold office, may we cause positive impact. May we be diligent leaders. Let us respect the rule of law and the people of Uganda whom we serve. As we mourn the late General Moses Ali, may this occasion renew our collective commitment to selfless leadership, accountable governance, and service above self. Let us strive to leave behind institutions that are stronger than we found them, and a country that is better because we had the privilege to serve. We welcome the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, who joined us earlier for this tribute session. I would like to urge him to prevail over the various security entities, to observe the law and respect the law as they do their work. The 1995 Constitution is a brainchild of the NRM government. We need to respect that Constitution. General Moses Ali was a believer in the rule of law, and that's why he gave up armed rebellion and then served in our national army. Anyone, whether a leader or an ordinary citizen, can be suspected by the state to have committed any offense, but they ought to be apprehended as the law stipulates, detained in a gazetted detention facility, and produced in court within 48 hours. Lately, Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, people are abducted, taken for days, weeks, and even months. Sometimes they are tortured, their family does not know their whereabouts, and they are not produced in court. This is not right, and we must collectively condemn it. On behalf of the opposition, I extend our deepest condolences to the family of the late Right Honorable General Moses Ali, the people of Adjumani, the Muslim faith which he professed, the Nubian community which he loved dearly, his friends and colleagues, and all Ugandans who mourn his passing. May they find comfort in the years he dedicated to serving this our country. May God grant General Moses Ali eternal rest and comfort his family in this very trying time. For God and my country.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda is in the house, and she will make a few statements.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, you're a very good man. Right Honorable Speaker and members of Parliament, I would like to sincerely extend my deepest condolences to the bereaved family of the late General Moses Ali, to you, Mr. Speaker, to His Excellency the President, to the Muslim community in Uganda and beyond, to the people of Adjumani, and indeed to all the people of Uganda. The Right Honorable Moses Ali was a nationalist who has served Uganda with dedication to the benefit of all the people of Uganda. His service to the country covered a wide range of spheres, including agriculture, politics, military, religion, education, sports, etc., in which he has left behind an indelible legacy. Mr. Speaker, the Right Honorable General Moses Ali was a commercial farmer who was a mentor and demonstrated to all the people of Uganda and the youth, especially, that the jobs and wealth are in commercial agriculture, in industry, services, and ICT. In his service as a politician, he mentored many, including myself. He was a freedom fighter, and he was such a humorous politician who you would not miss his message whenever he would communicate it. Mr. Speaker, in the military, he was such a disciplined officer, keeping time always. In cabinet, he would always be there before 9 to begin attending the Swahili lecture, the Swahili lessons, beating many younger ministers in terms of timekeeping. A good message that is living with us today. He was my neighbor in cabinet, and I really enjoyed his company. He would always communicate any small guidance which he feels that cabinet should consume, and I would articulate it on his behalf. Occasionally, he would write some messages for me to articulate for His Excellency the President. And whenever he would like to withdraw from cabinet, he would always make sure that he has sought for authority. He would tell me that, please tell the President that I would now like to withdraw. It is time, it is 2 o'clock. But he would not walk out without permission. And while walking out, he would always make sure that he greets His Excellency the President with a very sharp salute, even at his stage of his illness. So he was a very disciplined officer who knew what serving in the army meant, and indeed he was living like a fit. We used to call him our bouncing officer. He would walk with a lot of haste, and you would enjoy the way he would be taking and carrying himself. Mr. Speaker, we all know that he loved the Muslim religion so much, but that did not stop him from being very close to other members of different religions. And he would always be a bridge between the teams in case there was an issue. I know that he comes from West Nile with a long history of service to the country, but he knew how to immerse himself in a situation and come out with the team in the situation that he finds himself in. We in Cabinet will miss him. In education, Mr. Speaker, he was among the founders of West Nile University, a private university who I would like to encourage all members of this House to continue supporting up to the logical conclusion, because it is still in its initial stages. But he also supported university education, going to school at that age he went to get the bachelor's degree in law, and he also got a PhD honorary in IU. But you could see a leader whose heart is too much into university education, especially of the Muslim young girl. He used to talk about how Muslim young girls are always disadvantaged, but he was a voice in raising the young girls who are Muslims to go to school and complete school. Mr. Speaker, there was a small clip which was circulating at one time, demonstrating that General Moses Ali was indeed a supporter and a participant in sports. In Nambole, one time he was playing football and he kicked it with all his might, and you saw what happened. But it is a fact that sports is very good for physical fitness. He was a sportsman, and indeed he has mentored many young sports people. He touched many lives during his service to our country with his humor and simplicity in carrying his messages. Mr. Speaker, I thank His Excellency the President for standing with General Moses Ali and the family, especially during the time when he needed specialized treatment. His Excellency the President was always standing with him, according him all the necessary support in terms of medication. May the Almighty God rest the soul of General Moses Ali in eternal peace. Thank you.
Thank you. Lieutenant General James Mugira. Honorable Lieutenant General James Mugira.
The microphone is neutral, like the UPDF, so I can stand
UPDF
here.
stands on the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Right Honorable Speaker, colleague members of the August House, for the record, I'm Lieutenant General James Mugira, Member of Parliament representing the Uganda People's Defense Forces, which is the other family of the late Right Honorable RO 10620, General Retired Moses Ali. I rise to second the motion for a resolution of Parliament to pay tribute to one of Uganda's longest-serving military officers at the time of his retirement, a four-star general who devoted his life to the service of his motherland, a courageous freedom fighter, politician, statesman, and servant of the people who breathed his last on Saturday, the 11th of July, 2026, at Nakasero Hospital at the age of 87. On behalf of the UPDF fraternity, I do extend our deepest condolences to the bereaved family, the people of Ajuman and the entire West Nile sub-region, the honorable members of Parliament, and to His Excellency the President on the loss of this distinguished son of Uganda. As UPDF, we are mourning and paying a glowing tribute to one of us, a brave soldier who, according to available military records, joined the National Army, that was the Uganda Army at that time, on the 16th of May, 1968, as a cadet officer and rose through the ranks to a 4-star general at the time of his retirement. His military training included officer cadet and paratroop instructors course, company commanders course in Israel, and staff college course at Canberra in the United Kingdom. Right Honorable Speaker, General R.I.P's political and military career stretched across more than 5 decades and mirrored some of the most turbulent periods in Uganda's post-independence history. We are therefore paying tribute to a man whose life was deeply intertwined with the history of Uganda. His journey through different periods of our nation's history reflected a remarkable ability to adapt to changing circumstances. His resilience, experience, and ability to navigate changing political landscapes made him one of Uganda's most enduring public servants. His contribution will no doubt remain part of Uganda's historical record. As a freedom fighter, General Moses Ali believed in the ideals of national unity, peace, and stability, contributing to the country's journey through some of its most challenging moments. General Moses Ali led the Uganda National Rescue Front, UNRF, during the 1980s against the Obote II regime, and after the Obote II regime was overthrown by the NRA, he embraced peace and signed a peace agreement with the government on the 16th of November 1986, which resulted into the integration of the UNRF fighters into the National Resistance Minister of Finance. The second was Brigadier Barnabas Kiri, who was the Minister of Education. If you didn't know the two, I can assure you going to secondary school will be a problem. Right Honorable Speaker, General Moses Ali had a passion for and really loved the military. He always had Officer 4 stars on his vehicle, even on the civilian vehicle, and even in retirement. Whenever the UPDF issued a new type of uniform in its stores, General Ali always asked for a pair of the new uniform. I know wherever he is, he must be happy that at least he has been given send-off in full military or with full military honors. I don't know which other portrait they would have put there with him in civilian clothes. General Ali, though my senior in all ways, whether it is in age, in rank, in status, was also a personal friend. I personally worked with him closely in the mid-1990s when I was private secretary to His Excellency the President, and I always treated his correspondences to the President on matters of stabilization of West Nile as a top priority. I later on worked with him closely in 2004 when I was in charge of the Chieftains of Military Intelligence at a time when some rebel group was trying to establish bases in West Nile, which, with his support, were able to dismantle that group. A few years back, when he came back from treatment abroad, he called and updated me of his health and a planned Thanksgiving function in Adjumani. I couldn't attend the function because I was out of the country, but I sent him some contribution towards the function. He was so grateful and appreciative that when he returned to Kampala, he gifted me an autographed copy of his book, The Odyssey of the Nubi, from soldiers of the British Empire to full citizens or in Uganda. In that book, he gives an account of the injustices to Nubi soldiers and the Nubi resistance against with advancing government development programs, promoting national unity, and supporting partnerships aimed at improving livelihoods in Adjumani and other parts of the country. To many in the West Nile region, he was a respected leader who championed the interests of his people. His supporters remember him for his commitment to community development, national unity, and public service. No wonder they continued voting him into parliament even when his health had deteriorated and he was visibly frail. Right Honorable Speaker, General Ali had the will to live. He was a fighter like a real general, and he fought on till the last hour. He could never miss national functions. I think even his decision to contest for a member of parliament this year shows his never retreat, never surrender, never give up spirit of a general. Right Honorable Speaker, colleague members, as we mourn the general's departure, we also celebrate a life well lived. A life marked by service, sacrifice, and commitment to Uganda. His passing marks the end of a remarkable chapter in the country's history, but his legacy will continue to inspire generations. General Ali's contribution to our nation will remain woven into the fabric of our history, and his memory will continue to guide those who follow in his footsteps. We are grateful for a life lived with purpose, for sacrifices that secured our people's freedom, and for a legacy that will continue to inspire generations to come. Though the general is no longer with us in body, his spirit lives on in every citizen who cherishes freedom, every soldier who serves with honor, and every young person inspired to lead with integrity. May we honor the general's memory not only with our words, but with our actions. By preserving the peace he fought for, defending the freedoms he helped secure, and living by the principles he so faithfully upheld. To his beloved family, we thank you for sharing him with the nation, often at great personal sacrifice. We pray that the Almighty grants you strength, comfort, and peace during this difficult time. To the people of West Nile and colleague members of Parliament, the UPDF mourns with you. We honor a leader who dedicated much of his life to the service of his country and people. General, your mission on earth is complete. Your watch has ended, but your legacy endures. You have fought your battles, served your nation, and left a legacy that will not be forgotten. May the Almighty grant you eternal peace, and may your legacy continue to inspire thoughtful leadership, patriotism, and service to the nation. The gentle giant has gone to sleep. Fare thee well, General Moses Ari. Rest in peace. I thank you.
Thank you. So I hope you've heard generals never surrender, never retreat. Right Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister, General Moses Ali was your deputy, second deputy. And you worked with him as Speaker here, in this same chair, as Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much.
3 minutes, please. Yeah.
Mwenyekiti na wabunge, habari za asubuhi.
Sawa.
Jambo. Honorable Speaker, let me begin by thanking the interim government for the constitutional making process, because it enabled Uganda to correct certain very, very historical injustices. And one of them was the tribes that had been swallowed up by the bigger ones were able to get listed in the constitution and be recognized. And among those were the Nubi. Now, Speaker, General Ali, you have been told about the book he wrote, and I would recommend Mr. Siraj Ali, I think should try and make the books available to the members. It's very, very important reading, so that people understand the history of this country and how people have been living. Somewhere in his book, he says the following: the feeling of having no power over one's history, no right to describe oneself, no capacity to determine one's destiny, no influence over what is written, no capacity to self-define, and the presence of general misery and hopelessness. This was the situation the Nubi people found themselves in, and Honorable General Ali did research over a long time, extensively by the way, and documented the history right from the, I think the 18th century, tracing all the Nubis, the Egyptian Nubi, the Acholi Nubi, the Langi Nubi, and all those until they came to Uganda. The book reflects on what must have been men who must got courage and whose migration and settlement was externally driven. They were just brought here to have a proper belonging. That's why I say that the constitution making process was very important for the history of this country and for many of the tribes that had been marginalized. Honorable Ali was a calm person. I remember a number of occasions when we had very heated debates on APA, on Zoka Forest. He remained calm despite the pressures. Those are very, very heated debates in this house. Actually, sometimes I thought this man, after that, he'll follow us. But he left, we would leave the chamber, go back, come back tomorrow, and then we'll do our work. So I really want to thank him for his calmness. You have been told about his military exploits, but I really wanted to concentrate on his struggle for identity and his struggle for the people of West Nile, and especially the Nubi people. When I was Speaker, when we were growing up, after the Amin War, all people of West Nile were called Amin's people. So it meant that they were marginalized politically, socially, economically, and so on. I remember a lot of them lost their property. It has never been returned. I have a family that is still checking on me. They still come to me to find out, is it possible to unfreeze our accounts? Is it possible to get back our buses? And I write the Ministry of Finance, nobody answers. I think nobody has a solution. But I think, Honorable Speaker, we have done a lot to restore what the Indians lost. These people also lost. You have been told that I was shown my children, some of them are my children, who were born in Zaire, born in Sudan. All of this belonged somewhere. Their parents lost property. They came back to nothing. They've never recovered. So I think this time we did something for this community. So I want to really thank General Ali. By the way, he taught us, whatever time I reached cabinet, he was always there. He was always there, never late. And as the VP has said, he would leave at a certain time, but leave with decorum. So I think he really teaches us discipline and punctuality. I really want to thank you for his contribution to Uganda, and I really pray that the wrongs against the people of West Nile should be corrected. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Right Honorable former Speaker, now the First Deputy, I thought you were going to tell this House about his calmness. He was seated there one day and somebody raised order and that he was sleeping. When he got up, he said, you know, I was just meditating and closing my eyes to avoid seeing ugly people like that was the man. Honorable members, in the VIP gallery this morning, we have Right Honorable Brigadier General retired Alhaji Moses Chigongo, the first National Vice Chairperson NRM and former Deputy Speaker of this House for 10 years. And then we have the Right Honorable Ruhana Rugunda, the former Prime Minister. We also have Honorable Peter Lokeris, former Minister of Karamoja. We have Ambassador Nusura Tiperu, Ambassador of Uganda to Turkey. We have Honorable John Emily Otekat, to the late, yeah. Honorable Wangolo Jacob, former MP. Honorable Gerard Seranda, the Yala MP and the Secretary General of DP. Honorable Olobo James Dubai, former Member of Parliament. Honorable Cooper Elijah, former Member of Parliament. Honorable Dominica Abu, former woman MP. Honorable Haji Idi Isabirie, former Member of Parliament. They have come to join Parliament in paying tribute to the late Right Honorable General Moses Ali. Please make them feel welcome. Now we have to do some housekeeping. The housekeeping is that 1, don't write to the Speaker. 2, so many people want to speak, but I want to begin with the members of Parliament who are traveling to West Nile because they have to leave. And we want to apportion time, 2 minutes each. And then until when we abuse it, we shall reduce it to 1. And the count starts now. Honorable Fungaro, the chairperson of the caucus. Two minutes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I am Honorable Fungaro Kaps Hassan, Chairman, West Nile Parliamentary Caucus, Member of Parliament representing Obongi constituency in this Parliament. And also, one of the many students whom General Moses Ali, in the process of his struggle, preparing the future
preparing for the continuity of the struggle through educating people, he sent to various schools. I mourn General Moses Ali as a leader. In the interest of time, this is the theme under which I mourn General Moses Ali. Stock taking and recalibration of the struggle General Moses Ali stood for and lived for. Stock taking means counting the gaps and the gains. What did he fight for? And what did he get in the fight? And what did he not get? This is a moment of counting those things. Some of the things he fought for, Right Honorable Alitwala Rebecca Kadaga, our former speaker, mentioned here and were not fulfilled. For example, the compensation of the people of West Nile for what they lost. Actually, not the compensation, but returning, giving them what they deserved. Just like what was taken for the Indians was given back to them. But what was taken from the West Nile people, Mama.
Honorable Olero Tom, answer. Honorable Olero Tom, answer. Use your time carefully.
Right Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the people of Moyo District and on my own behalf, I extend our sincere condolences to the bereaved family members and to all the Ugandans in your respective capacities. We are here to pay tribute. We are here to talk about his legacy, where he has been a seasoned, celebrated, hardcore military tactician, a farmer, a lawyer, a patriot, a Pan-Africanist, a teacher. He has had he's going to have a very long-lasting legacy in the sense that he has left 2 members of parliament in this house and 2 ministers in this house, and that is none other than Honorable Minister Siraj Ali and Honorable Alerutom Aza in the house. That's congratulations. Otherwise, he's a pillar of West Nile. He was the one who represented the people from West Nile when they were in the Sudan in exile, when they were in Congo in exile. And therefore, I want to thank the government for according him official funeral, and to you all who are here, I thank you very much. Let us commiserate with the family. Let us condole with the family so that the soul of our gallant soldier rest in peace. I say all this for God and my country. Thank you very much.
Honorable Jessica Ababiku, the woman MP, Ajumani, and our commissioner.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Allow me to convey my condolences in that of people of Ajumani, to government, to your cabinet, all members of parliament, and our party. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, I want to thank His Excellency the President for according our senior, our hero, state burial. And we want to thank you for supporting us in different forms to ensure that today we are seated here, but also able to travel to Ajumani. And at this point, allow me give people who are here and outside that we are ready waiting for you. And I'm working with Honorable Alanyo Marshall. Those who want to travel, you can rise up. Those who want to travel can register with the Honorable. And we wish you safe journey. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Amen.
Third Deputy Prime Minister. who is going ahead. You may say she's from Ajumani, but she's going ahead.
Thank you so
of
much,
us.
Right Honorable Speaker. I want to convey my deepest condolences to the family of General Moses Ali, the people of Ajumani, the people of Uganda, and the Muslim community. General Moses Ali was very passionate about education. I have my sister who was studying used to be in Bombo Secondary, and she said that she knew Moses Ali by the number of students that Moses Ali, the general, he was supporting. So for her, she thought that the whole school was being supported or paid school fees by General Moses Ali. General Moses Ali has taken children outside Uganda and within the country for scholarships. General Moses Ali went back to school at that advanced age, and he has died as a lawyer, an advocate. That is how passionate he has been with education. General Moses Ali loved his religion. General Moses Ali has been going in the corridors there in the lobby to make his prayers. Because he was supposed to be here, but he could get out slowly, he sits inside there and make his prayers. General Moses Ali is the mind behind the construction of Gaddafi Mosque. The University of IU and other Muslim institutions, he has behind that, and he has been a council member to the University of IU. So we thank Honorable General Moses Ali for what he has done.
Thank you. Honorable members, in the public gallery this morning, we have immediate family members of the late Right Honorable General Moses Ali. They include Mama Kerima Ali, the widow. We have Mama Amina Ali, the widow. We have Mama Aziza Ali, the widow. We have Mr. Bashir Musa, the son. And not in the public gallery, but in the house, in the chambers, we have Honorable Suraj Ali Musa, the son. We have Zainab Ali, the daughter. We have Mariam Ali, the daughter. They have come to join Parliament in paying tribute to the late Right Honorable General Moses Ali, and also to listen to what other people say about their father and their husband. So join me in making them feel welcome. We also have Honorable Hamson Obua, Dennis Obua, the former government chief whip and the vice national NRM chairperson in charge of northern Uganda. He has missed and lost a supporter. Can I have Honorable Mavejina Akumu Catherine, the elder?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues. I rise on behalf of the elders and the people of northern Uganda whom I represent to convey our heartfelt condolences to the family of late General Moses Ali, the Parliament, the executive led by His Excellency the President, and the judiciary and the whole country. The late Moses Ali was our icon and with a big heart. In 1986, when the First Lady founded OWESO, that is Uganda Women Effort to Save Orphans, Right Honorable Moses Ali was one of the donors and a great supporter of OWESO, because I personally used to go to him, to his farm, to get bulls for our orphans, together with my late sister Angela Kaba. In 1994, when General Moses Ali was campaigning for the CA, that is Constituent Assembly, I was also campaigning, and when I was going back to Nibe, I had to pass through Moyo and Gulu, and so we were abducted by the rebels just in Pabo there. Fortunately, our UPDF were nearby, and they quickly came and rescued us. But all our things were looted. But when I reached Germany, I had to report to General Moses Ali, who was also busy with his campaign. He gave me more money than what I had raised in Kampala and what was looted. So I'm very grateful to him. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, General Moses Ali worked with me when I was appointed in cabinet. He guided me and mentored me when I was a junior minister of state.
Honorable Huda Oleru, who has been the minister in charge of retired general minister, and she's still Minister of Veterans.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. I rise to support the motion to pay tribute to our fallen gallant son of West Nile. Mr. Speaker, General Moses Ali chaired the Cabinet Committee, the Cabinet Economic Committee that facilitated the economic relationships which this country had with the Gulf states. When he chaired the committees, what are the benefits? We are benefiting as a country from OIC. And I know, even in this house, we have a parliamentary union on OIC that members travel to attend those. It is Moses Ali's contribution that now you have that committee here. Through chairing of that committee, now we benefit, we get a lot of loans as a country from Islamic Development Bank. That is the role of Moses Ali. From chairing that committee, Moses Ali facilitated the establishment of Islamic University in Uganda, where he has been a council member and also the chairperson of Appointments Committee. Therefore, he has been doing both strategic and operational role at Islamic University in Uganda, and I have been his member in the committee. Moses Ali loved education. In fact, when I...
Now I want to invite the parliamentary imam. The imam you can talk about his faithful, and we don't. He might give us a different view.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name Kaka Lubega Ismail Othman. I represent Kakuto County, and in my capacity as the parliamentary imam, I stand to rise with profound sorrow and humility to pay tribute to the long-serving statesman. Right Honorable Speaker, according to the time factor, I want to remind our colleagues that according to Islamic teachings, when someone dies, his soul taken from his body or her body, the soul is kept in the sky. Whatever taking place here is watching. When you say something good, he will say, thank you. When you say something bad, he will cry. Honorable colleague, let's try our best to make our honorable colleague comfortable in his grave. Lastly, Right Honorable Speaker, according to Islamic teachings, still, when someone dies all his work and services cuts off, except 3 items. I will mention one, what we call in Islamic Arabic language, Sadaqatul Jariyah. Sadaqatul Jariyah is when you make something, you give out charity in the name of someone who has passed on. Me, in my capacity as the parliamentary imam of the 12th Parliament, I will construct a borehole in Ajumani.
Please, just conclude on that borehole.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. In my capacity as the parliamentary imam, I will construct a borehole through Tabassum Foundation in Ajumani. And I pray the Almighty Allah, whoever used that water, he channels the rewards to the late General Moses Ali.
Honorable Alenyo.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Speaker. I rise to support the motion. Honorable Speaker, on the 21st of April 1914, West Nile, by order of Council in the UK, became part of Uganda. Every people have their own Moses. For us as West Nile, our Moses, the biblical Moses, was Moses Ali. So I ask honorable members to thank His Excellency the President for appointing another Moses Ali, Siraj Ali. Honorable members, as West Nile, we thank His Excellency the President for keeping the life of Moses Ali present. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, Moses Ali worked with me as the General in the Ministry of Internal Affairs, where he appointed 2 people, Arthur Ibale and me as timekeepers. One day, he caught us. We were timekeepers, but we never used to sign the book because we thought we were important. One day he asked us, show your names in this timekeeping register. We were not there. He taught us humility, that even if you're a leader, you must be accountable to the people. Finally, those in the military who are serving, particularly in the West Nile, yesterday, the army spent majority of the day burning boats in Pakwach, the Fisheries Protection Unit. You have to serve with humility. We don't have to serve when you are in the military by burning people's boats and making sure that people hate the uniform. I rise up to thank the Moses Ali General for protecting his people when we went to exile and when we came back. And to this house, thank you for having our father in this house and respecting him. Even when he looked frail, he looked sickly, people used to look at him with honor and respect. On behalf of the West Nile, I want to thank you so much, fellow members, for honoring him. Thank you very much.
The parliamentary caucus chairperson, the Muslim. And then I will ask the Honorable Dia, is also going.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, you quoted the Quran correctly, chapter 2, verse 155. Allah says, and certainly we shall test you with something of fear, like loss of lives. Mentor and source of wisdom. Through his guidance, laws to uplift the Muslim community have been presented in Parliament and passed here. For example, the Islamic banking. Honorable Speaker, General Moses Ali has been a towering figure within the Ugandan Nubian community. For generations, he provided leadership and guidance and a sense of solidarity. Most recently, when I presented a petition on behalf of the Nubian community, he called me to his office.
Honorable dear, you did not need to cross this side, but go ahead.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. I would like to start by thanking His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for the gesture to our brother to have this special sitting. One, as West Nile, we want to thank the cock Kaya Road. As I speak to you now, that road is tarmacked, and the road from Koboko, Yumbe, Moyo, the contractor is also on site. That means the entire West Nile is going to enjoy tarmac road. We thank him for that. When it comes to connecting West Nile to the national grid, I remember when I joined the 10th Parliament, we joined the efforts together with General Moses Ali, who always requested President to meet the leaders from the region. One time we had a meeting spearheaded by him at State House in Entebbe. And we sat with the President as leaders from West Nile. He's the one who led.
Thank you. Honorable Isaac Otingo, MP Padiere. But we all noticed that being appointed a minister, Honorable dear, is completely different. Yes.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I stand before you to pay tribute to a great general, a great servant for the people of West Nile. A lot has been said on what the great general has done for us as the people of West Nile. But one of the things we do appreciate him for is that he always made sure that West Nile got its fair share of the national cake. And through that, we have managed to get electricity as mentioned. We have managed to get the roads as mentioned. The famous R.I.P bridge funding, which is going to start, that was another champion, bridge champion by the great general who is laying before us. So as new members of this parliament, some of us were in the second term, we came towards the last years of the great general. But nevertheless, he always got time to call us in his office and continued guiding us on some of the projects and issues to raise. One of the issues he always used to tell us about was the road also between Nebi going to Goli and all the way to Fura. That is one of the roads that he always was passionate about. And now that we managed to pass a loan here of 20 million United States dollars for that road, we do urge the Ministry of Works to fulfill that pledge of making sure that road of Nebi, Goli to Zombo is tarmacked. I do thank you all and appreciate, and we welcome you to West Nile tomorrow for the burial of the General. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Miri Babalanda, the chairperson of the National Organizing Committee. We want you to speak so that you don't miss the flight to West Nile.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members. Right Honorable Speaker, I stand here to pay tribute to the Right Honorable General Moses Ali. Right Honorable Speaker, today we gather not only to mourn the passing of Right Honorable General Moses Ali, but also to celebrate the extraordinary life of a man whose name is permanently etched in the history of Uganda. Right Honorable Speaker, General Moses Ali was an exceptional patriot, a distinguished soldier, an accomplished statesman, and a dedicated public servant whose contribution to our nation spanned more than 5 decades. Throughout his life, he remained steadfast in advancing the ideals of peace, national unity, and socio-economic transformation. This House has lost one of its most experienced, respected, and accomplished members. For over 2 decades, General Moses Ali faithfully served the people of West Nile in Parliament. He was first elected Member of Parliament for East Moyo County in 2001, re-elected in 2011, and later represented Adjumani West County from 2016 until his passing on Saturday. His repeated electoral victories reflected the immense trust and confidence that his
Honorable Shamim Malende.
Right Honorable Speaker and colleague members, I'm Shamim Malenda, woman member of Parliament. For Kampala District. Right Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the people of Kampala, I rise to pay tribute to the fallen General Moses Ali, who is before us here. Right Honorable Speaker, we extend our heartfelt condolences to the family, the people of West Nile, the Muslim fraternity, and the nation at large. From an Islamic perspective, Right Honorable Speaker, death reminds us that every soul shall return to Allah, and what remains are those good deeds. General Moses Ali, the late, championed unity, particularly amongst the Muslim community, and he also encouraged coexistence of all persons, irrespective of their background, political affiliations, or faith. Right Honorable Speaker, if the titular head of the Muslim community, His Royal Highness Prince Kasim Nachibinge, confirmed to us that he's been having engagements with him over several matters, who are we as leaders not to pick a lesson from the late General Moses Ali? Right Honorable Speaker, in conclusion, we pray that the soul of General Moses Ali may rest in eternal peace, and according to the faith of Islam, every person has shortcomings, but in the Muslim faith, what we speak of are the good deeds of a person, And then we pray that God forgives his transgressions. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un.
Thank you. Condolence message from the National Resistance Movement, Office of the First National Vice Chairperson. Signed by Alhaji Moses Chigongo, the National Vice Chairperson. Your message is received. Another message is from Uganda Parliamentary Cooperative Savings and Credit Society, which most people here know as SACCO. To the family of the late Right Honorable General Retired Moses Ali, signed by Honorable Migade Robert Ndugwa, the board chairperson. We also have condolence messages from Democratic Party, I don't know which one, but Office of the Secretary General. You are going to find out which one. Signed by the Honorable Dr. Siranda Gerald Blacks, the Secretary General of the only Democratic Party in Uganda, and a member of East African Legislative Assembly. Also, we have condolence message from Interparty Organization for Dialogue, IPOD, signed by Honorable Siranda Gerald Blacks, the chairman, IPOD. And honorable members in the public gallery, we also have Honorable Bas Agaba, a former member of parliament. His other name is Nyambura or something like that. Yeah. Yes, I know he's from Chitagwenda, but his other name is Nyambura. Also with Neyabale Sylvia, MP, who is signed for the chairperson, Board of Trustees. So I have Honorable Minsa Kabanda. We are getting it. 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. And I'm speaking on behalf of Kampala Metropolitan as a minister and as a representative of Kampala. General Moses, I want to also to support the motion. Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Moses Ali was beyond public, all has been said, but General Moses Ali was a committed Muslim whose faith guided his life. He was widely recognized as a pillar of the Muslim community, especially among the Nubian community, and was respected for promoting unity, peace, and harmony among Muslims and all Ugandans. You've seen some facts, but at least he belonged to both factions. That's why he went to Chibuli and he went to Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. His contribution to the growth of Islam in Uganda will remain part of the enduring legacy. He used his influence in government to support the development of Islamic University in Uganda, where he also served on the University Council and chaired its finance committee. He equally championed the establishment and growth of Chibuli Muslim Hospital, expanding access to health care while strengthening Muslim institutions in the country. These are lasting monuments that will continue to benefit generations of Uganda. General Moses Ali demonstrated that faith and public service can complement one another. He carried himself with humility, respected people of all backgrounds, and remained steadfast in his belief that national development is best.
Thank you. The Muslim Parliamentary Caucus, they have raised the 2 million shillings, which is with the chairperson, and they will pass it on to the family. 2 million. Give them another round of applause. Honorable Sewungu is going to give us more.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. First of all, I want to send my condolences to the people of West Nile. And it's a big task to create another General Moses Ali from there. I came in Parliament in 2011, But one of the most people who are making this floor interesting was General Moses Ali. You could not tell him to sit down when he's seated there. He raised a point of order. You say, order for what? If you are standing, I also remain standing. But I want to thank his driver. I taught most of my teaching career was in the military police. And the many senior officers sit behind. General Moses Ali in his vehicle was always sitting in the front with his driver. Whoever knows his driver, kindly thank him for me. Managing a driver and you a general is not easy. General Moses Ali has been a real soldier. I last talked to him when we had call of voting for the Speaker of Parliament. But you could see him still insisting at any activity dealing with government. Most of us, when we get sick, we tend to hide our way. But General Moses Ali was in the public, fighting and doing everything for the good of his country. As my former speaker stated, there was no battle interesting in this house like R.I.P. The battle of R.I.P. in this house with General Moses Ali, we could see people from other regions of the country and see the battle, but Moses Ali would say, you will not take R.I.P. from West Nile, I think a Juman area. So you people of West Nile, your R.I.P. issue, continue with your R.I.P., but the battle was for Moses Ali. Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, we came here together. I don't know the way Moses Ali, and I thank members, they were respecting him so much. They were respecting General Moses Ali so much. And the soldiers, they say they don't die, but they fade away. I don't know where it came from. General Mujira will tell us.
Thank you. We have also condolence message from the Ministry of Information, Communication, Technology, and National Guidance, signed by Honorable Joyce Namboza Sebugwao, the Minister of State for ICT. Can I have Honorable Member from Noya, Honorable Dennis Opio, where the General taught in 1960. Is he here?
Thank you.
Yes. He was a teacher.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. For the record, I am Opio Dennis Geoffrey, a Member of Parliament for Noya County. Right Honorable Speaker, I joined this House in seconding a motion to pay tribute to the statesman, a distinguished serviceman, and a servant primary school teacher, the late Right Honorable General Moses Ali was. Right Honorable Speaker, before joining the Army in 1968 and rising to national prominence, the late Honorable General Moses Ali served as a primary school teacher in Anaka Catholic Girls' School and Kochgoma Church of Uganda Primary School in Noya District in Achole Sub-Region. Though it was a short tenure, that period has remained a prominent legacy in his life. And even as he rose later to become a 4-star general, a prime minister, a second deputy prime minister of Uganda, it is normally highlighted that he had a humble beginning as a primary school teacher. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, the late Right Honorable General.
Thank you. In the public gallery, the VIP gallery, we have Honorable Veronica Kadogo, MP Yala. We have Honorable Princess Kabakumba Masiko, former minister and former MP. We have Honorable Sulaiman Chirunda Bariejusa, former MP. They have come to join Parliament in paying tribute to the late Honorable General Moses Ali. And I want to take note that we've had this before here, and I've not seen one death that has brought former members of parliament as we are here. So, Rastafarian?
Rastafari, who God bless no man curse.
God bless.
Right Honorable Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. I raise to pay tribute as well and second the motion for paying the tribute to the late. Around 1976 or thereabout, Moses Ali was in my place in the Bumbo, Bugisu region, southern. As a children, we had grown up with one of his brothers or relative or whatever called Aliga. Little do we know that Aliga was equally state operative then. That's when I saw a young soldier, very beautiful, of average build, very smart, and handsome as well, by the way you are, Right Honorable Speaker. And those were the early contacts which I had. We as the people of Bumbo, we have the Nubian community, and my constituency in the Bulo East equal as well, pay tribute, especially to the family. But very lastly, my father is 86 years. That indicates that the late is my father. And to my colleagues, especially the children of the late, know that much as I'm 61 years, I'm also a son to him. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Honorable Rose Obiga. Just, we are relaxed.
Yeah.
Please, Honorable Rose Obiga.
Thank
2
you,
minutes.
Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I drove all the way from West Nile to be here because I thought the first program would let me be straight there. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me heartily thank the President of the Republic of Uganda for our son to have stayed for all this time. The President personally treated Moses Ali. Moses Ali has been sickly for quite some time. Your Excellency, we, the people of West Nile, we thank you so much. Right Honorable Speaker, I'm the Vice Chairperson of West Nile Parliamentary Caucus. And Moses Ali has been a foundation stone to all of us. We are so grateful. He has been our go-between, requesting the President with due respect. If you can appoint a son or a daughter of West Nile in bridge, yes, West Nile this time gave in a lot. The President did say, vote and we shall always put you there. And on behalf of West Nile, I'm here to reiterate that we need a bridge to replace Moses Ali. Dear brother, we love you, but you have gone too soon. May your precious soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Right Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister, the honorable member is asking you to take the message to the President. She wants to be appointed to Cabinet. Honorable Fono Pondo.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and members of the Parliament. Moses Ali is or has been a testimony of one of the cardinal points of the NRM, reconciliation. Reconciliation without bitterness. In 1988-89, this government, we tried Moses Ali and we suspected him of committing treason. We arrested him. We tried him, put him in Rosira. Court eventually acquitted him. Since that time, I have never sensed any sense of bitterness in Moses Ali. He has never referred to it in any of his public engagement. I wish how many Ugandans can indeed reconcile permanently. Right Honorable Speaker and members of Parliament, that's just for history. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Pachuto. The West Nile bus is waiting, leaving in the next 20 minutes. So allow me to pick those other West Nilers, and then order. Please, Honorable Pachuto.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Yeah.
On behalf of the people of Pakwach, allow me to extend my heartfelt condolences to the President, to you, the Speaker of Parliament, and the family of the late Right Honorable General Moses Ali. Right Honorable Speaker, I stand here in testimony of late General Moses Ali as a peace builder. In 1986, I was a young girl. One morning, there appeared 3 vehicles parked in our home, and soldiers jumped out. My late father was seated under a tree. Then came out a towering, tall soldier, and that was our late elder, and started beckoning my father. I was bringing something for my father, and my father whispered and said, "Run away, all the girls run away and the women in this home." And why was that? Because it was well known that soldiers were very good at raping women. And that's why my dad asked us to run away. And then later on, we were all called back. He had been sent to go and talk to my father, who was a prominent man, a prominent opinion leader, to mobilize the people of Jonam to welcome the NRA with green leaves. So indeed today, as people of West Nile, we have lost a general that fought to see that there is peace in West Nile, and see to it that women are no longer raped by the current UPDF. For that, we really thank him. Right Honorable Speaker, somebody mentioned here that we should not pay tribute by just talking, but action. Right Honorable Speaker, the President mentioned 2 of our roads, critical roads, of economic value. The Navy up to Vura, and then Panyimur, Wadelai, Obongi.
Honorable Chandia Bernadette Kodili. You don't need to change positions.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Chandia Bernadette Kodili, woman member, a mother to the general. As Ajumani was birthed by Moyo, and him being my child, I am here to follow up on all that is left for Ajumani, for the people of Madi, R.I.P Bridge. Moyo was among the first districts in Uganda. And Ajumani, to date, we are still town council, municipality status in honor of our father. My son, yes. But also on the flip side, he is my father. Mi ni mtoto wa jeshi, kwa hivyo huu ni baba wangu. So in that sense, worry not. The cock is down, but the cock has able replacements, because the eggs became chicks. We are now growing. So rest in peace. Generals do not die. Sleep well, General. Rest assured, Madi will shine, Ajumani will shine, Moyo will shine, Uganda will shine. I thank you very much.
Thank you. I will take keen interest to take some census about the people with the military background in this parliament. It seems like this parliament we have many people. And yes, Honorable Musa Noah, Koboko North.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, on behalf of people of Koboko North and on my own behalf, I wish to extend my heartfelt condolences to His Excellency the President, the family of late General Moses Ali, the people of Ajumani, people of West Nile, and the nation. Right Honorable Speaker, today we are mourning at the same time celebrating a life of a statesman who lived his entire life for humanity. Right Honorable Speaker, in 2003, September, when General Moses Ali had just returned from treatment, I and my former honorable colleague, Dr. George Boka, requested to visit General Moses Ali. We requested for appointment to visit him at home, but 2 days later he gave us an appointment in the office. When we went to the office, we had a 2 hours meeting. We thought we had gone to see a patient, but General Moses Ali took us through all the projects of West Nile, including R.I.P Bridge, including the road from R.I.P to Afoji, including the road from Koboko, Moyo, Ajumani, Moyo, Yumbe, and the compensation of the veterans in West Nile. By the time we ended the meeting, Right Honorable Speaker, I realized that General Moses Ali was not done yet, despite his health saying otherwise. It was at the same time that he gave me his book, The Odyssey of the Nubi, from soldiers of British Empire to full citizens in Uganda. It was in that book that I came to learn in detail some of the difficulties General Moses Ali had with the former head of state, President Idi Amin. And we therefore want to thank him for his endurance, for choosing peace, for his support for West Nile region.
Honorable Grace Freedom, Kuyuchin, Okara, or Okora.
Okoro County. Right Honorable, thank you very much for the opportunity, and I pass my condolence to you, to His Excellency the President, and to Parliament, and to the people of Uganda. I support this motion for the great son of West Nile, very consistent, very resilient, very straight-talking, very decisive, but also humorous. Just to remind ourselves about how the cock came in, because he respected people, he respected protocol. And when some of us wanted to do things he didn't like, he said, "You people, I am of age, I am a general, you have to listen to me, I am the cock of West Nile." So we also teased him, we said, "If you are the cock, so what are we?" The hens. But he laughed. But I know him as a man who respected women. He would always refer to many women I have come across as madam. He will not say honorable, he'll say madam. But if you are saying something he didn't agree with, he'll say, "Really, madam?" And he would know that that didn't go well with him. I want to thank His Excellency the President for rewarding the veterans of UNRF, the army he led, because that was a pain in him. Every time he talked about the army, the veterans, he would think about compensating these people who really put their lives and fought for peace. I want to thank him as a leader, as somebody who nurtured me also. He delegated me to so many of his activities.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody has brought that out. He actually one time told me, when I was in the other side, that what is delaying him is to see that the combatants are compensated. So I think he has rested. He has rested. Honorable Kumo Gabriel, I know you are going to take a lift from Honorable Freedom.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand to support the motion to pay tribute to our fallen colleague, Lieutenant General Moses Ali. General Moses Ali. The first time I interacted with the late was in 2019. Actually, 12th October, when he was the guest of honor in a function of the retired Archbishop Lukurombi in Goli. He came in. I expected because the crowd was very big in that function. When they heard that the cock was coming to that function, he came in with a few soldiers. We expected many soldiers. He was a general, and he was a prime minister then. To my dismay, even when he gave his speech, we expected him to fear the crowds. He didn't. To me, when, of course, we are in the 11th parliament and now the 12th parliament, his life was at the other end. So we didn't have much interaction with him. But to the people of West Nile, he has always been our go-between, between the government and whatever projects we had in West Nile. In reflecting this death, I looked at about 3 verses, but I will leave 2 verses to the family, the bereaved family and the people of Uganda in his memory, the Beatitudes, that is Matthew chapter 3.
Beatitude is in chapter 5 of Matthew. Honorable Paparu Lilian Arua. And then we shall have another person from West Nile, Honorable Anne Amelia Chambade. Yeah.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. On my own behalf and on behalf of the people of Arua District, I rise to extend my condolences to the family. Right Honorable Speaker, I stand to pay tribute as a daughter of a military person whom General Moses Ali recruited in Amin's time and rose to the ranks of a colonel because he had to bring him back from exile to join UPDF. General Moses Ali is a household name in West Nile. There are younger people who have never seen him, but they know that there is a father, a cock in West Nile called General Moses Ali. General Moses Ali has served for many years in this country, but you would never hear him in scandals. He has served dedicatively. When you hear corruption and what you never hear, our great father in those issues of corruption, we thank him for that. He has been a model to us, and he is a humorous person. One time, he was not well. He returned from treatment abroad. We didn't go to see him as West Nile Parliamentary Caucus. Then we had a meeting for the caucus with equal opportunities. He was the first person in the room. When we arrived, he was like, joking. You people thought I was gone. I'm around. You didn't go to see me, so I brought myself for you to see. So he was a friendly person, friendly to people.
You need to develop your political horizon. I didn't understand that. He said you are the engine in this country. If you're working as a principal private secretary, there's so much you can do to support your president. And that is how I started politics. That is how I started engaging all the areas. That is how I supported and identifying students for scholarships. That is how I penetrated all districts as a PPS. And that is why people say that I was powerful, but it was because of Moses Ali. The second one, when I was in the ministry,
force. Right Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity to talk about a great man lying before us here, late Right Honorable General Moses Ali, a freedom fighter and one of those who opposed bad governments. I want to mention about 5 points. One, he was a brave man. He stood up to Idi Amin, as you know, until Amin dismissed him from the army, and thanked the president for reinstating him in the National Army and promoting him up to the rank of a general, which he loved so much. During his heydays, those of you who may have seen him, he used to walk with a spring. He would walk with a spring like a general. And if you asked him, he would say, that's how a general should walk. You know. Then I would like to talk about him as a compassionate person and a just man, because when he was a minister for tourism and wildlife in 1996, he supported me to get land for people called Abanyabutumbi, who had been chased out of their land by the colonial when they created Queen Elizabeth National Park. Now those Banyabutumbi in Bwambara have 2 parishes of Chikarara and Garuka.
You may not know, you just helped yourself, but
yes.
1 minute.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable. I know your compassionate feeling. Then I would like to talk about him as someone who was really, was very, very determined. As the Right Honorable Speaker said, in 2007, I went back to Law Development Center to complete my course, which I abandoned in 1980 when I joined police and went to Tanzania. And that's where I met him. And it was interesting to see how... Thank you, Right Honorable.
Thank you.
Right Honorable
I'm afraid, General.
Oh,
yeah.
But anyway, may his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Koboko, this is
Koboko is here.
Woman MP of Yumbe. We've concluded with Yumbe about West Nile.
Oh, thank you, Right
Because
Honorable
General
Speaker.
Moses Ali was a nationalist.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Koboko is here.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for this great opportunity. On behalf of Yumbe people and on my own behalf, I join the whole country to pay a sincere, heartfelt condolences to this Parliament through you, Speaker, to His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and to the nation at large. Right Honorable Speaker, as we continue to reflect deeper in the lives of General Moses Ali, he has touched many lives. I'll go personal. As I stand before you, honorable colleagues in this Parliament, General Moses Ali personally
Conclude that statement for the record.
Thank you so much.
The
He
reader may not know
mentored
what
me
it
to
is.
be who I am. He told me, if you know what you want to do to people, and if you know why you want to contest as a member of Parliament, please do the right thing at the right time. That is having interest to serve people. And this is where I am, serving my people diligently. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you so much.
I have Honorable Mwada Nkunyinji. Actually, he was his teacher.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I attended Makerere University with General Moses Ali, now the late, from year 1 up to year 4, and I was his...
And I'm told you used to copy him.
No. Actually, I was his chairperson in the Folk of Law Muslim Union, and he was a very active member. I was also his chairperson at the Law Development Center, Muslim Union. What I can say about General Ali, he was a practicing Muslim. At one time, I asked him, why are you at school at this advanced age? He said, I want to die an educated man. How I wish all generals and soldiers take a leave to always act after study and learning lessons. General Ali, may the Almighty Allah accept your good deeds and pardon your...
And for the record, most generals, if not all, are very educated in UPDF. I know that for sure. Honorable, I'm giving you information from the chair. Yes, woman MP.
This is a moment as we pay tribute to the fallen general. Rethink, what if tomorrow, the one? It's a time for us to think of for this country. Where is him? I just pray we recall the words of the Ecclesiastes 3, that there is a time for everything, and a time to die, a time to live. So let's rethink ourselves. We've seen his humility, and remember that humility, one of the traits is less ego in everything you do.
Secretary General of PLU, and Honorable Twaha. I know General Moses Ali was a member of PLU.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. On my own behalf, and behalf of the Patriotic League of Uganda, under leadership of General Moses Kainerugaba, allow me extend our sincere condolences to His Excellency the President and the family of our fallen patriot and the people of West Nile. General Moses Ali was more than a soldier, more than a politician. He was a true statesman, champion of peace. And when my brother Balaam was talking, he talked about the bridge that connects Moyo and Ajuman. So as General Secretary of next government, I assure you that that road will...
Honorable Paul Mwiru, then Honorable Nambeshe. Yes, we are actually sadly coming to the end because I will have the son speak later on, the son of General Moses Ali, but we have to appreciate the fact that we are going to use an helicopter which has to go and come back. So please, Honorable Paul Mwiru, 1 minute.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to pay tribute to a freedom fighter, and I'm fortified by the statement of the President to that effect. Right Honorable Speaker, generally at a young age, as a freedom fighter, he respected freedoms of people. He's a person who would not settle for less, and who actually served humanity with humility. That is a challenge he left behind for all of us. At a time when there were abductions then, General did not choose comfort. He rose to the occasion to challenge the same. The condition which forced General by then to pick arms and go to the bush, as of then, they were so demanding. And I think I want to say,
Honorable Nambeshe, Commissioner. Here you don't raise your hand.
Mr. Speaker,
On behalf of the people I represent, and on behalf of National Unity Platform, Mr. Speaker, I'm the acting president of the National Unity Platform. Let me extend my condolences to the bereaved family, to the people of West Nile. Mr. Speaker, in 2012, when I was the district chairperson of Bududa, General Moses Ali then was the third deputy prime minister. He led a team, a subcommittee of cabinet to Bududa, and they spent there a fortnight, 14 days, conducting a detailed assessment of the magnitude of the natural calamities that
the Honorable Gabirano Charles, the Dean of Independence, you are speaking.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand here to support the motion and support all that has been said. Right Honorable Speaker, I just have one lesson that I've learned, which we should all take note of, that the General Moses Ali went through many governments, and I've always admired those senior members of our country who have served in many, many governments and have kept upright. Today, we honor him as an individual. He's going around with his honor. We should just learn that where you are in whichever group you are, please come out and stand for the right. Those who hide under group dynamics and do wrong, this time is when we come to this day. In eternity, you go alone, you rise alone, we honor you alone.
Koboko Woman MP.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and thank you, colleagues. Right Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the family of Idi Amin Dada, on behalf of the people of Koboko District, and on my own behalf, I would like to send my heartfelt condolences to the family. Right Honorable Speaker, General Moses Ali teaches us humility. He has seen many governments and he has served with them. Our hearts are pained by this loss. West Nile is in pain. And I would like to please talk to Right Honorable General Moses Ali to please extend my sincere greetings to Idi Amin Dada, because I know he's going to Jannatul Fidur, he's going to heaven.
Now I want to handle Party Whip, DP, Party Whip only. Then ANT, DP, UPC. Yeah. Then I conclude this way. We have about 20 minutes to go.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, on my own behalf and on behalf of the people of Tochi and the Democratic Party, I rise to mourn and honor the life of General Moses Ali. General Moses Ali's legacy is one of humility, is one of integrity and patriotism. As it has been said by colleagues, he rose through the ranks and he joined the army in 1968. As it is done now, it was done then, that joining the military was done through quotas. And I must inform the House that
UPC Whip.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the UPC was cited severally by earlier speakers, and it's only prudent that we say a word in its honor. Yes. And therefore, on behalf of the Uganda People's Congress Party, my party president, the Honorable Jimmy Akena,
and the entire caucus of UPC, and the people of Oyam County North, we pay our tribute to the late General. His passing signifies an end to a long chapter in the political history of our country where he worked across time. Regrettably, the UPC and Honorable Ali were frequently at odds, often standing on opposite ends. But colleagues, Honorable Speaker, today and for all time, we set aside any difference and we mourn him with honor. And therefore, on behalf of everyone associating with the UPC and my constituency, may he rest in peace. Amen.
Thank you. In the VIP gallery this afternoon, we have the following: Honorable Awongo Ahmed, former Member of Parliament. We have Honorable Akena Jimmy, UPC President and former Member of Parliament. And the first son, we have also Honorable Jack Sabiti, former MP. He has probably left. Yeah, but so we have everybody here. Whip, nope, whip.
She's the whip.
Right Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the National Unity Platform Party and on my own behalf, I wish to associate myself to the kind elogies made by colleagues about the Honorable General Ali sleeping. Right Honorable Speaker, one time in 2021, it did occur to me that this House would be in good hands under the stewardship of General Ali. I nominated him Speaker of Parliament. However, a few days later, he called me and asked me, "Really, Madam, how could you have nominated me without consulting me?" Right Honorable Speaker, if I had teased another general, I don't know. I really don't know what would have happened to me. And I want to commend Right Honorable.
Isn't that beautiful? FDC, whip.
Right Honorable, on behalf of the Forum for Democratic Change Party, the caucus of the FDC, my own behalf as Sorority District Woman R.I.P, I honor the legacy of the retired general, 5 decades of an illustrious career serving Uganda, which were also marked by many challenges. Because my father recounts to me the time when he was in Luzira prison, how the big convoys would escort him, take him back to Luzira prison. He lived a very good life. Right Honorable, it's at this point that I say that death reminds us about the sanctity of human life. Government, we request you to value the lives of Ugandans, the numerous abductions, the unaccounted for Ugandans. Value the lives of Ugandans because life is precious. We celebrate it and death reminds us of that fact, that life is very important and precious. Rest in peace, General. May your good...
Honorable Cyrus.
Right Honorable Speaker, I take this opportunity to send my deep condolences to this House and particularly you. This I do on behalf of the people of Kumi Municipality. I have the Nubian community in Kumi. Most of them are my ardent supporters, and I guess they are listening and they are watching. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to ask you of the House, when you get power and authority, use it with justice. Be a just person. Exercise it carefully. Do not misuse power. Moses Ali was that person who learned to use his powers and authority for the good of the people who are weak in society. Let us observe what he did and carry on his good deeds.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the Alliance for National Transformation and on my own behalf, I raise with a heavy heart to mourn.
You want to lower your mic a bit?
To mourn the passing of our dear brother and colleague, General Moses Ali, whose decades of distinguished service as Deputy Prime Minister, dedicated legislature for Adjumani West, and a distinguished military leader, bridged Uganda's turbulent history with enduring stability and unity. May his wisdom, patriotism, and tireless advocacy for development continue to inspire us all in this house and across the nation. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
The government chief whip.
Right Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the people of Lira City and the NRM caucus, my condolence to you, His Excellency the President, and the entire nation of Uganda. I want to say only 3 things about the late. Number 1, he loved health. I first met him when I was serving as Minister for Health, and he stood firm to ensure that the Heart Institute and the Cancer Institute have a law and are independent, and they work together with the Right Honorable Alitwala Kadaga. Number 2, I had the honor and the privilege of treating him throughout the time that he was sick, preparing his documents. And I want to thank this Parliament for always giving him money on time.
Honorable Lowila, CD, nobody stood as many times. I don't know what you want to say.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, the late General Moses Ali was a very, very approachable leader. Despite the tense disagreements we used to have with him on his approach to the issues of conflict over Apa land, he was a very approachable man. In 2018, 3 cooperative societies were considered to get tractors under NATS program, but later only 2 of them got. The most organized society was left out. I approached him as the then deputy leader of government business, and his very swift response amazed me. Within no time, he took a helicopter and flew to Pade district. He met that cooperative society and...
You mentioned APA and the Ashol parliamentary group. You have somebody? They reminded us if you say something bad, he will cry.
The Right Honorable Speaker, allow me on behalf of Choli Parliamentary Group to extend, as neighbors, to extend our heartfelt condolence to the Parliament of Uganda, the President, the bereaved family. Right Honorable Speaker, many things have been said about the late. As neighbors in Acholi, the late was a beacon of hope. Why do I say this? His grandfather was born in Lamore, and he died and was buried there. His father was born also in Lamore and moved to Germany later. And as somebody was saying, he was recruited in the Choli quarter to join the army. So a lot has been said about him eloquently as a peacemaker. It is our humble prayer.
Honorable Cohen, give the legal precision.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. My name is Amanya Cohen. The general will be remembered in our legal circles. 1, he has the privilege of being called learned colleague. That's number 1. Secondly, when we got election petitions, the jurisprudence we get from the cases on the statutory time barred when you file an election petition after timeline, it was through his cases. The second one is in 1991, when the issues dealing with military on detention and also on whether possession of a firearm, even that is the jurisprudence. And the last one is in defamation when he sued one of the newspapers. So with all those 3 cases, we as students of law who studied law and us who are still studying law, and for those, by the way, who want to study law, you will meet his cases. You will always be remembered as a learned colleague.
Thank you, that's beautiful. Honorable Wanyoto, this side again, don't stand. Yeah, we've exhausted.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand to pay tribute to General Moses Ali. I'm Lydia Wanyoto Mutende, one member of Parliament for Mbale City. Right Honorable Speaker, the Islamic University in Uganda is headquartered in Mbale City, where you have heard that General Moses Ali made a big contribution. I stand here in memory of his legacy to support the proposal that we should build an important faculty of law in Arua City, being the regional city, so that in memory we have that, his contribution to the IUI University in Uganda. The second legacy I would like to put on record is the legacy of being a unifier. I attended the peace conference in Yumbe last year, and I thought that that community has so many sub-communities and many tribes.
Thank you. Now I want to give to Honorable Suraj Ali. Honorable Suraj Ali. That is the orphan now. So we give him about 3 minutes. One of the orphans have been corrected. Yeah.
Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, mine is to express the gratitude of the family. Right Honorable Speaker, please permit me to express the gratitude of our family to His Excellency the President upon his decision to grant our father the dignity of an official burial. The father dignity of a cabinet tribute, and the father dignity of a burial with full military honors. Right Honorable Speaker, we are grateful to His Excellency, the President, and to Mama for the many kindnesses and courtesies that they both extended to our father over the years. Right Honorable Speaker, we take comfort in the fact that we do not mourn this loss alone. A whole nation mourns with us. Right Honorable Speaker, would like to thank you and the people that our father has worked with over the years, and all the honorable members of Parliament gathered here today. Would like to thank His Excellency, Her Excellency the Vice President, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Deputy Prime Ministers, members of Cabinet, all members of Parliament, all the men and women who worked with our father since he joined public service by joining the army in 1986. Right Honorable Speaker, would like to thank you for according our father the dignity of this special session of Parliament and for giving our father a befitting send-off. With these words, Right Honorable Speaker, please accept our family's most humble gratitude. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you. The 1 minute is donated to Ayivu. West. You are not. West is, you can see.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Onzima Fiona. On behalf of the people of Ivory West constituency, I want to extend my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family, friends, and Uganda at large. Today we mourn a dedicated leader, a celebrated war veteran, and as the young generation, we shall live to be inspired by his legacy. May his soul rest in peace. Amen.
Ayivu East, that is concluded. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. As the son of a military captain, as a grandson of Gaspero Oda, who was in this house 60 years ago, and on behalf of the people of Ivory East, I join the rest of the members in mourning and celebrating the life of our fallen general. Indeed, let me reiterate on record
that the last political head of West Nile has now gone. We do not have anybody who can now coordinate us to the center of government. Right Honorable Speaker, if you want to see the president, we shall be using your office. Our last political head is gone. He was the person who we were looking to coordinate us into the issues of central government. Maracha.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable. I'm Duwaru Jennifer, District Woman MP Maracha. I stand here on my own behalf and on behalf of the people of Maracha to condole with the people of Adjumani and the nation at large. Right Honorable, whereas many Ugandans were complaining about why Adjumani would send a man in the names of General Moses Ali, all good things have been said about him. And the people of Adjumani and the people of West Nile knew why we were sending the general in parliament, because we knew he would deliver and he would be a go-between between us and West Nile. And I want to thank the people of Adjumani that they have sent him. Right Honorable Speaker, he was a minister for tourism and wildlife.
Thank you. Right Honorable Second Deputy Prime Minister. And you're the last.
Thank you, Right Honorable, and colleagues, members of Parliament. As you all know, I took the office I hold now from the Right Honorable Moses Ali. Despite the condition in which he was, he ensured that he made a very comprehensive handover report to me. And up to today, that report gives me great guidance. Secondly, I was with the Right Honorable Moses Ali in the CA in 1994. At that time, he mobilized us. There are people he identified as coming from minority tribes. So he mobilized us. I told him I wasn't from a minority, but since...
Please, some 2 minutes. We are supposed to end at quarter past.
In that meeting, I would go along with him in that organization. And one of the things I think he achieved was to contribute to the listing of all the tribes of Uganda in the Constitution. And I thank him for having given us that leadership. Lastly, Right Honorable Speaker, I want to add to the positions that he held that the Right Honorable Prime Minister omitted. He was at one time member of the Central Executive Committee of the NRM, which position he executed very well. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Clerk. And now that makes the end of our paying tribute, and I want to put the question to the motion, paying tribute to the Right Honorable General, the late Honorable Retired General Moses Ali, Member of Parliament for Adjumani West County and former Second Deputy Prime Minister of Uganda, for his illustrious and dedicated service to the Republic of Uganda. And those in favor say aye, and to the contrary say aye. Aye. The ayes have it.
Item 6, the anthems, members shall rise. Members shall remain standing as the cascade departs the chamber. May we resume our seats. Item 7, adjournment.
Honorable colleagues, I want to thank you for your patience and your indulgence today, doing not what we all want to do, paying tribute to a comrade, colleague, a mentor, a father to us. Like personally, I came to know him Honorable Suraj, about 20 what years ago? About over 25 years ago. Myself and Honorable Suraj, we went to the law school together for 5 years. Honorable Segona was shy to be here. We would be 3 people of the same class. But it's painful. So we knew Muzei General through his son, very humble man also. We have hope that based on what he has done and what you've all spoken about him, there's hope. This House stands adjourned to 4th of August, 2 p.m.
Wait, tomorrow are we meeting? Are we meeting tomorrow or not? Tell them.